namely the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Of course, we've been brought here through by way of cargo slave ships. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and open it up again. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to the Akim. I'm going to say double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim, the hopeful elect. All right, what we were going into, we was talking about we was crying aloud, just to let the people know that we're the prophets of the Lord coming out here speaking the truth, telling everybody that the Lord is the things, the deeds that we do on a day-to-day basis are counted. And you know, and the Lord's people, which mainly he's the ones, these are the only people that he's concerned about. We're sinning against him, and he's watching us because in the kingdom of heaven we're gonna rule and govern the earth. So right now we got to be trying to get ourselves together. That's right. And getting the book of the law and come back to our power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and understand that the laws are still in effect, and we got to wait on our big brother to come and save us. But we're going to go to Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations done in the midst thereof.
Now, the Lord said, put a mark upon the men that sigh and cry. There's, you know, you might not think so, but there are a few men here in this wicked kingdom that sighing and crying for all the abominations, whether it be the concrete that we walk on, whether it be them trying to force us to eat pork, putting it in candy, putting it in drinks and chips and little quick little things, whether it be our women dyeing their hair blonde. You know, it's the real men that the Lord has ordained to see the truth, the elect, the hopeful elect, because we don't know for sure that we're the elect, but we hope that we are. We're going to be out here telling the people, you know, you got to get it right. All of these things that we're doing and worshiping Caesar Borgia, that's the main thing that we're doing. Is bowing down to the image of this society, which is Jesus Christ, the main image, you know. And that's the so-called white man. You know, he put that up so that we can fall. And that we wouldn't recognize that the children of Israel, or the holy, righteous people in society, are our people, and they belong to us. You know, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know.
This is Psalms chapter 83, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God, O power. Help not thy peace, and be not still, O the Most High. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head, and they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consented against thy hidden ones.
All right. The so-called white man is conducting crafty counsel. He's sitting up in his high places, putting all of this stuff on TV, all the different things that we're not supposed to do, the unlawful things, and enticing us with that stuff. You know, that's what the so-called white man is doing, and along with the other nations, because you got Elam and Ishmael in our neighborhoods selling us hair and all kind of different chemicals to put in our hair. We don't know what the fuck that stuff is. And 9 times out of 10, it's poison. All the stuff that they're giving the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and Native Americans to have and for our culture, which is black culture or whatever, brown culture was, you know, brown pride was the Mexicans, you know, but it's all vanity and it's all deceitfulness.
Say something. Even with the brothers going into it, all goes back to the birthright, man.
Huh.
You know, like when Jacob and Esau were first born, you know, what did Esau do? Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. Okay, so you got chiefly Esau, which is the wicked, you know, and the chief of the wicked. What he's doing is that he's trying to get Jacob, which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to consistently go off.
Yep.
So that he can go to the Most High, like, look, they're eating pork. Look, they're committing adultery. They're edging themselves up. They're cutting their beards. They're not following after you. We put this image up and they're worshiping it. You know, because they're all trying. It goes back to the birthright, man. They want Jacob to be completely destroyed off the face of the earth, man.
They want Jake to sell they soul
exactly.
like he gave up his birthright. Yep.
Verse 4. They have said, like the brother said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
All of the elites of those different nationalities that he just called out, Ishmaelites, the Arabs, the Moabites, the Chinese, the Japanese, all of these different heathen nations, the elites of these nations, they know the truth. They know who we are. They know what we're doing. They know that they can't come against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why the prophets been out here for so long, preaching this truth.
I'll bring up a point too, because when you go into all these nations that was mentioned in the scripture right here, like for example, it starts off with Edom. If you don't know who Edom is, that's the so-called white man when you go into the prophecies of who he is. So it mentioned Edom, Moab, which is so-called Chinese man, Ishmael, who are the Arabs, the Philistines, who are Hamites. If you look at it, who are Africans, so-called, if you don't know who the Hamites are, if you look at our neighborhoods and where we're brought up in, you can see the stores that's being brought out. You got Asians, they sell a lot of hair stores, like the brother talked about. You got the Ishmaelites, who are the Middle Easterns, who are so-called, that have the drug stores and all that set up in your neighborhoods to sell you alcohol, sorts of sweets, all of that stuff. Then you have the Hamites, who also set up restaurants in your neighborhoods as well. But when you look at your people, and you look at the neighborhoods and see what we're doing, we don't have anything but a blunt to smoke and a 40 down. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got away. That's how they're making a way for us to fall away from our power. They put those stumbling blocks in our way, so we don't think in our minds like we ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna follow these guys right here because they have all the power. They're gonna give us what we need, but that's the way for us to fall away from our power pretty much. You know what I'm saying? We can rely on these guys, but we don't have to rely on our power, who is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Most High and the Son. You know? Just want to bring that out real quick.
This is Psalms 119, and I'll start at verse 51. The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. I remembered thy judgments of old, O Yahweh, and have comforted myself. Horror hath taken hold upon me because of the wicked that forsake thy law. So what King David was saying is saying that horror, horror took upon him from the wicked that forsake the law. And if you think about it, that's what we see here today, man. You see a lot of BS going on. You see a lot of adultery, homosexuality, foods that you can just, any kind of foods are being eaten. The place is void of judgment. Yeah. You know, like the Isaiah the 10th chapter say. You know what I'm saying? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. You know? And that's what David was saying. He's saying, man, ain't nothing but wickedness going on in this place, man. You know, you got a small like few that are really trying to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. But like the scripture also says, we're looked at as a prey.
That's right.
You know, if we do the right things, we looked at as a prey. You looked at as, oh, this person, what is it? You don't eat pork? Oh man, he's weird. You know what I'm saying?
You got it, bro. They think we better. They say, oh, he think he better or something. He don't want to eat pork. He grew up on pork, you know. Yeah. And like you said, it's a few men trying to keep the laws, and we're out here for the few men that's confused and that's recognizing the wickedness that we're living in. It's like, man, what? You know, the police are shooting and killing our people and getting away with it. I mean, having our people suffered enough, you know. But
this is this is Sirach, chapter 22, verse 19. He that pricketh the eye will make tears to fall, and he that pricketh the heart maketh it to show her knowledge. Whoso casteth a stone at the birds, frayeth them away. And he that upbraideth his friend breaketh friendship.
Well, that's not the scripture I was looking for. I have
Okay.
But that was a good scripture. You can take
Mind if I?
Yeah, go
start
ahead.
over.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 22 and 19. He that pricketh the eye will make tears to fall, and he that pricketh the heart maketh it to show her knowledge. Whoso casteth a stone at the birds frayeth them away, and he that upbraideth his friend breaketh friendship.
We did a very good lesson. Not to
Go ahead, comment.
talking about. We talked about the brotherhood, and that was a precept that could have came out. It's very important to understand the magnitude of what you're involved in. It's not just I got a Bible and I listen to those guys and I'm gonna show up down there. It's way bigger than that. It's like in the time of when Yahweh was walking the earth. Yeah, you heard about the good works and you heard about the miracles, but when you got there, it was a serious time. He wasn't playing. He wasn't bullshit. We're the same exact way. We're out here on a mission. We got orders. And like I said, we get like in the military, you get some orders, and it's on you to execute those orders. Your orders give you a start time, you give you an end time. Tells you where to be, where not to be, the whole nine. And that's what we're doing out here. So it's like,
wow, that's a good breakdown. I mean, I can understand it a little bit, but I mean, you broke it down perfectly.
This is Sirach chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts.
I mean, 10,000 more times brighter than the sun. I mean, the Lord can see all things. He whether it be by his angels or however, if he wants to see himself. You know, he's got an eye on this place, and he sees the wickedness that's done. You know, even if it's, you know, the elites that's dug so deep up in the ground, trying to get away from God's eyesight. You know, the Lord sees that. You know?
Yeah, when you look at the sun, you can't directly look into the sun. If you do that, your eyes will squint. You can damage your eyes, man. Just know that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than that. So everything that you do, whether he sees you, well, he's going to see you. Whether you perceive that he sees you or not, he's looking at whatever that you do. So you got to always keep that in mind, man, whatever deeds that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother went to a beautiful example of throwing a stone at the birds and doing the same thing of braiding a friend. He sees that. You know what I'm saying? You might feel like you're not doing nothing wrong, man, but the Lord sees that. He might reveal it to you in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
if I can say this, staring at the sun is almost like challenging the sun. It's like saying I can beat the sun. It's almost like saying I'm gonna try to challenge the Most High.
That's right.
And in your simple mind trying to challenge the Most High, you're gonna lose one of the precious gifts that you have, sight.
Right.
So if you follow, just do what you're supposed to be doing. The sun is there doing its job, and you trying to challenge what the Most High put into play. Don't challenge it. Just be a part of it. Staring at the sun is dumb as hell. Just let the sun feed the earth.
That's right.
Give the plants light. Give the earth light. But you want to try to challenge it. You're going to lose every single time.
Arms too short.
I had another point about the sun too. It's like, even if you think about the sun as well, you know, when it's daytime and 12 o'clock noon, if it's bright as hell right here and you got the sun beaming on the concrete, if you go right there across the street, it's not going to be completely nighttime. That means that the sun, the light of the sun is upon everything at a certain time of the day. And it tells you that the Most High's eyes is 10,000 times brighter than that. You know? So I got a precept real quick to back up what the brother just went into. This is Psalms 90 and 8. Yeah, I'll start at verse 7 actually. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins in the light of thy countenance. You know? So it tells us, man, our secret sins that, you know, that we could have our sin, a skeleton, how do they say it, skeletons in the closet, you know, that nobody can know about, man. The Most High know it, man. There's another song that pretty much David was like, man, even upon the four corners of my house, in the four corners of, like, within my room, I don't even feel safe. You know, when you feel like you just by yourself and you got four walls surrounding you, oh man, I'm good. You know, can't nobody see me. You know, man, the Most High seeing everything, man. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do what you're doing around a brother. You know?
Man, that's a wicked thought, trying to think that you can outthink the Most High, or you can do stuff and the Lord don't care about it. You know you're doing wickedness, you know. Or say, you know, man, my life is small. Why would he consider what I'm doing? You know, there's people doing way worse. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're doing wickedness, you're doing wickedness.
And even before I bring the scripture I'm going to bring out, just going into it, you know, because we're bringing out the violence Esau had against his brother Jacob, man. When you go into Esau, again, that's a so-called white man. When you look at the stuff that he had done to us as a people, man, he believes in his wholeheartedly that he had done no wrong. You know what I mean? And you can see that through their countenance today, their pride, their pomp. all the above, man, how they carry on their walks in life, man. They walk around like they've done nothing wrong, but that shows that the Lord's going to have more judgment in store for them against what they've done, you know, to the people of the Most High, to the apple of the Most High's eye.
Who seeth? Yeah, who seeth me? Yeah,
that's right. God. Well, since we're bringing up script, this is the Chris wanted me to bring out. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. Actually, I'm going to start at verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And when you go to that word dismayed, it means fear. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
He's talking about the stuff that they do in secret places. How they have crafty counsel against Jacob, the Lord's chosen people. And it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, the Lord knows all the things, whether it be evident that they've done or in secrecy. You know?
Yeah, it matches up. This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it. And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
By the hand of my people Israel. The Lord, as much as we hate the so-called white man, who are the Edomites, the Most High hates them more. The Most High hates them to the point where it's going to be a certain time on earth that they will be dismantled completely. You'll never see or hear about an Edomite again. That's how much he hates. Now,